And just to give you a bit of a synopsis of what's coming up in it, I'll read the story for you. It all starts with investigator Maxwell Reeves of the Spec Ops infiltration program, who lands on the surface of Cultus 4. Cultus? I'm not sure how you say it. I want to say Catullus, but I doubt it's meant to be Catullus. Roman poet, for those who don't know. He was claimed to be the worst poet in Rome. He wrote in the style of what was personal to him, as most poets do now. When at the time, what was the vogue thing at the time was talking about great battles, like look at the Aeneid or the Iliad. Actually, I think I'm referencing the wrong things, but like look at the works of Virgil or Homer. Those were the popular plays, popular poetry, poets' work. So him doing this new style, it didn't groove with the commenting. But some of his poems were actually quite, at least reading the English version of them, weren't half bad. Some were more funny than others. I can't remember one, but it's just like he had such contempt for one guy. He was like in poetry form, and as such I can't tell how seriously, saying that basically like this guy is so disgusting. Maybe the women who've slept with him should be considered unclean for it, or something. And I remember showing one of the poems to a friend of mine, and he just said it was as if the guy had Tourette's, because he was just swearing like every word or every other word for a bit of the poem was just swearing. Can't remember which one that was. Well, saying that, some of his poems actually, I kind of teared up reading it a little. It was actually rather sweet. He did one poem to his brother. He had perished, and the brother died, and he was being buried. Catullus had wrote a poem dedicated to his brother. My English is failing me. He wrote a poem dedicated to his brother, and it was very sweet. He's wrote a ton of poems dedicated to a woman called Lesbia. She actually wasn't called Lesbia, she was something else, but Lesbia has the same sound to it as her name, so he could easily slot her actual name in without ruining the poem. Though saying that everyone knew who he was poeting about, because I think she was well known to have been sleeping around with her husband. So yes, anyway. It all starts with investigator Maxwell Reeves of the Spec Ops infiltration program, who sets surface on the planet Catullus 4 to assist Terran settlers with what appears to be a minor Zerg problem. However, they soon realize that events have been set in motion that potentially change the fate of the universe, and it will be up to the different clans to work together against stopping this trend. I was actually looking at doing this before, as well, as music was fine on it, though there was one just minor nitpicking grievance that just set my OCD flying. And on the first mission, you see some people being attacked by Zerglings, and you see the speech bubble appear above their head, but no subtitles play, no audio plays, because when I had sound on, they were exclaiming the normal "I'm under attack" sounds, but they've been reworked to be under music. So you're actually missing a bit of audio by me not having the copyrighted music playing. So yeah. And as a side point, there's no issue with the custom music in it. I'm sure it's well, I have to listen to it, but I'm sure it's all great choices. It just, as I've said many a time, I can't have it on my channel. I don't want to risk it. I'm sure other people have done it and it's been fine, but I prefer to play it safe, just because I'm overly cautious. I feel that they would get away with it, but I'll be the one getting the shaft in the ass, vigorously. So yeah. Anyway, folks, I do sincerely... I do sincerely hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll be back soon with Annihilation Campaign. By back soon, I mean the first episode will be up tomorrow. And I'll be back to 1 episode a day rather than 2. Though I feel towards the end here I may need to start putting up 3 a day to compensate for the fucking save scumming. And I do hope to avoid as much save scumming in Annihilation Campaign, though the name isn't StarCraft 2 Annihilation Campaign. Though the name Annihilation isn't really filling me with much enthusiasm. Well, much hope. Let's go with. It's not really filling me with much. Yeah, basically much hope. I feel that. Yeah, there's probably gonna be some save scumming. Yeah, there's probably gonna be some, shall we say, by some definition of the word some. So, I sincerely hope you've enjoyed this, and once again I do apologise for the amount of save scumming. I went overboard, so yeah, I do apologise. But anyway folks, till next time, we're gonna carry that weight.